Hello, welcome to my first update of the MINIART STUG 3 House G. So here we are starting construction of the lower hull, just fitting the torsion bars. All these parts and fitting are the same colour, so the more you can fit unpainted, the better it like to be stronger like. But when you start gluing painted parts together, it's not as strong. Well, there's 6 of these to fit. When you're gluing, just be careful of the glue with the clamps. You don't want the glue capillarying underneath. So I'm just making sure it's in line. Make sure as well you get them in the right order, because there's different sorts. But the instructions are well clear. Always try and clamp first and then put the glue around if I can. Really nice kit by MINIART. No ejector pin marks either on this lower hull part. Just got a couple of sprued tabs on the ends just to clean up. Or a couple of swipes of your sanding stick and they're gone. Okay. Positive location points as well. So the only way you can get it wrong is if you put the wrong one in. But you can't get them the wrong way around. So all I'm showing you here, I'll just fit the 3 and I'll do the other 3 off camera. I'll do them exactly the same way. Now the one on, that's the back there, it is in 2 pieces. It's not because I've done it, that's how it is. So all you gotta do is just make sure they're in line. So all I've done is glued them in, got my ruler and straightened them up. So like I said, we're working on the back. These are part of the engine mount. The engine will sit on top of these. You can't get them the wrong way around. There's like the location points are wider on the one end than they are on the other. Nice fit. No ejector pin marks either to worry about. Right, now this is the main bulkhead. You're looking at the driver's compartment side. Again, the fit's great. Positive location points. Just a little sand down on the sprue tabs and you'll be fine. Now what I should have done first, I should have fitted this part first. It was a little bit awkward to get in. So while the glue was still wet, I just pulled it apart a little bit, fitted it and then put it back together. Okay, there are 3 bits of photo etch to fit on here. but they're that small. I'll do them off camera. And I'm a little bit worried as well in case I knock them off while I'm handling it, so I do leave them off. This is really nice plastic to work with as well. It really sands so well, and your glues takes the glues really well, the extra thin. But off camera you don't see me. I do dry fit everything just to make sure everything fits. Okay. There's a lot of detail painting to do. There's a little handle I'm just fitting. Again, I always fit them first, let the glue dry, then I'll sand them down. Wherever I can, I'll sand them in position, just makes them easy to hold. Now that tape there is just holding the back panel on. I haven't fitted it yet. So all this is dry fitted. I don't glue none of this in because it's all different colours. The floor and the bulkhead's different. Plus I need to put the sides in, cut the sides off, just dry fit them so I know the bulkhead's square then when I fit it. Right, now this now is the main cradle that the gun sits on, the main gun. Really nice assembly. There's two parts missing. I haven't cut them off yet because I need to fit the floor, fit this, and then these two parts glue to this part here, and then they go through the floor and glue to the bottom part of the hull. So you can't fit the floor if you fit them, which is easy enough to do. There is a sequence. I've tried to do it to fit this first and then fit the floor, but you just can't do it. And this is the same colour as the floor. Sorry, the lower hull. So it's just as easy just to leave it out. And all I do, where the holes are or where you glue into, I'll just put masking fluid in there, just so it keeps the paint out. And when you paint it, just scrape it out, and you got a nice clean surface then. Well, when I come to the painting stage, I'll show you that. Right, now we're starting on the driver's controls, the levers, the pedals. Again, they're all the same colour as the lower hull. All I've got to do is just paintbrush the ends, like the handles. Okay, so that's one. I don't know what these parts are that are being fitted, but they attach to the main gearbox drive. They again, it's all the same colour. Transmission, that's the word I was after. These attach to the transmission. So again, more drivers for these are the more controlled levers. Again, the fit's excellent. There's little locating holes so you can get them, it all lines up nice. For some of these parts you've got to be careful when you sand them down because they are quite fragile. But if you just take your time, you'll be fine. Okay, so this is one of the driver's pedals, foot pedals. Again, nice positive location. Always dry fit before you glue anything together. Right, this is the driver's seat now. There's 3 plastic parts and there's a little tiny bit of photo etch, which like a handle to adjust the seat. But I'll fit that when I'm ready to paint, because it's that small as you could knock it off. Okay, so that's the seat done. Now we started on the transmission. So these 2 parts glue together and there's locating pins so you can't get it wrong. I'm just eyeing it up, make sure it's square. And when you put the clamps on, clamp the bottom so you just got to make sure you don't squash it out of shape. And I'm just running the glue around the edges just to make sure. Now I'm fitting the ends now, and what I've done where I'm gluing now, I've just sanded it just to make sure it was flat, and these fit beautifully. There's no gaps or nothing, really nice fit. That little hole on the top is a little piece that glues in that. Okay, this is another control lever. Again, you can position it where you want it. You can have it. I have it in the upright position. I'll just work this little piece now. Make sure you got it the right way, because it's like a half a moon shaped. Well, there's two little holes just to glue it into. Again, lovely fit. There is a little sprue nib on the side there, which I'll sand out when the glue's dried. Another little assembly. This is the other end of the transmission now. This end is where the drive shaft glues into. I'll just clamp these and then glue them again. The fit's that good, you can't see where the join is. So I'm still working on the transmission. All you gotta do is make sure you get these pieces the right way around. So there, you gotta make sure you fit that part first as well, because when if you put the two side pieces on, it's quite difficult to get in. So I'm just making sure it's lined up. There's like a little hole on the side that little bar goes into. Just make sure as well you've got it square. Okay, so I'll let that dry. And so we're still on the transmission. There's a little like handle thing on this, and I do knock it off, break it off. But I'll just glue it, when I finish the assembly, I'll just glue it back on. Again, there's little locating pins. All you gotta do is just make sure you got it the right way around. Okay. All I'm doing is just iron it up. making sure I've got it the right way. As I said throughout the whole video, the fit is excellent. Really nice kit, MINIART STUG. That's the piece I snap off. So I'm starting gluing the other end now. Again, there's a little piece of photo etch that goes on it, but I don't put it on just in case I snap it off. Also, just let me know what your thoughts. Do you like the how I do the videos? Do you like the pieces already cut off, or would you like to see them cut off and cleaned up? And I'll like show you every step. Or do you prefer it like this? Just let me know what you think. But again, dry fitting is the key. Test fit, test fit. So that's the transmission so far. Right, this is like a little casing that goes around the end of the dry shaft. There's 3 pieces. There's the 2 pieces here, and then there's like a lever that goes on it. There's no seam as well. Your fit is absolutely brilliant. So all I'm doing now is gluing the handle on. Again, you can have it where you want, but I go for the upright position again. Right, this is the main storage rack for the shells. There's 2. There's this one, and there's one that sits on top of it. But all you gotta do is just make sure you get it the right way around. There's like a little slot that glues into, so you can get it nice and square. Just watch your fingers when you're gluing. Just make sure the glue doesn't capillary under them. Okay, this is the top I'm fitting now. Okay, so that's part one coming to an end. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And I'd just like to wish you all a very happy new year. And I'll see you next year with part two of the Stug update. Thank you for looking.